Hey guys, once again welcome back to your Big Guy channel. In this video we will talk about the data tab. It's the series we are continuing. Now we have already covered home tab, insert, page layout, formula. Now we are talking about the data tab. So if you haven't subscribed my channel so far, so do subscribe your Big Guy channel. Okay, so let's begin. In this data tab there are some sort of keys like get external data and transform. So this function, like, you get the data from external source and you transform it into tables. And then here, yes, you have options of connection, if there are connection between sheets, between the data, if you have taken the data from one place to another. So next function here is sort and filter. I will show you how does those works. And data tools, those are very amazing tools, so don't miss them. Flash fill, duplicate, remove, text to column, data validation, and consolidate. These are an amazing tool and mostly used and asked for in interviews for Excel, if ever. And what if analysis and forecast sheet, of course we will discuss about that forecast. Anyway, those functions are least used. And then the very much used function is this outline, so which is group, ungroup, and subtotal. So we will talk about all of them one by one. So first of all, we're going to talk about getting the data from external sources. Okay, so when I click here, I have some options down here. Get the data from access, from bev, from text, from other sources, or if there is any data which I have already extracted from another place or another sheet. So if I click in here, it will show if I have any data, so which is also known as query. As you see, the query function is here. So you can either click on show query. So it says there is one connection between. So if I click here and say open, in existing worksheet I want to open, or in the new one if I want to open as a table, or you can open as a pivot table report or pivot chart, is up to you. So I want to open as a table, so I want to see where is this data is. So this is where it is. So sheet 8 is created, and this is data which I have already gathered from another place. So the design tab opens after and query. Okay, so let's go back to our topic. Here we were. So basically, if you click on show queries, it will show that where is your data is. Okay, so these are the two data which I have got from desktop. Okay, so let me get back again, and same from table or recent sources, whatever the recent sources we have used. So this is basically getting data from outside and transforming that data into table, or as a pivot table, or any other function. Okay, so let's talk about the other function, refresh all. When you go to any data and you click on refresh all, example, if you go here, you refresh all, so the data will be refreshed again. You see, we have moved to sheet 3 from sheet 8. We were here, and when we click refresh all, we move to sheet 3 because the originally data came from there. Okay, so and this also works as in connection. If you want to check if there is any already query which you have extracted data from another file, so where this data is and what are the properties of the data, and if you want to remove those connections or if you want to add those connections, you can use those functions as well, or you can simply refresh the data from here as well. Okay, so we went to sheet 3 again, as I said earlier. Okay, now we go to, so I hope you understand, since basically you get click on any of those functions, basically it shows the query that you have got data from some places and external sources, and also from table. And so query basically is showing if there are any data you have extracted. Same goes for recent sources. And it has an option of web also, which actually hardly support my computer. I will try anyway. So if I click here, it opens this window, and of course it's giving me some error. So let's ignore the error. I'm going to be deleting this. And if I go click here, I search my name, example, on Google, and click here, Control C. If I copy this data and I paste it here, okay, so it's a little difficult because it really doesn't work in my computer. Basically, this is how it works. You click here on the address and you get the address from here, from the Google web address. You paste it there and click on go. That data will be extracted, whatever on the space was. Okay, so skip for now. Sorry about that. We move to the next topic, which is sort and filter. Of course, you must have used those functions. It's very easy how you can sort those data. Example, if we have this data, I select this data and I click here A to Z from ascending order if I want. So if I simply click here, it will ask me expand the selection or continue with the current selection. If I do continue with the current selection, it will change only this. Okay, example, if I do this Z to A, if I want to continue with the current selection or I want to expand, if I will expand, everything will change. Okay, so this is basically helps sort the data. It could be from A to Z or Z to A, basically in ascending order or descending order. It's up to you, however you want. The next function we have is filter. So filter basically helps you filter things, as filter says. So you select the data and click on filter. So this type of sign you will see, that is for filter. And if you want any particular person's value here, you can see it like this, or you can use it in any column. Example, you want to check in here which branch. For example, Abu Dhabi I want to check. So how many people are there? 4 people, and this much is the sales from those are the months. Okay, so this is the help of filter. So it helps filter through the things. And the next function we have advanced filter. So what advanced filter does, we will just know in short period of time, or right now. I'm gonna be typing here branch, and let's say Abu Dhabi, since I live in Abu Dhabi, so I like Abu Dhabi. Okay, yes, you know that how to do it. Okay, example, you bring your cursor anywhere where you want your data extracted. So we go again to the data tab and we click on advanced filter. When you click on advanced filter, this type of the pops up, or you can say the table opens. It says filter the list in place or copy to another location. So you need to copy to another location. The range you have already selected. Now you need to select the criteria. So criteria is what you need. So this is what we need. Anything which says Abu Dhabi branch is there, we should come and we should copy it. Copy it where? Here. Okay, and just click OK. The data will be extracted and will be pasted here. Now you can simply copy and share this data. So this is the best thing is about advanced filter. Okay, I hope you guys understand, or you can practice. Next function we will be talking about text to column, which is an amazing tool. And if you do not know how to use this, example, if you have given a data like this and you are to ask that you need to put those data in a separate columns, like example for now this is in one, but if you want to put it one by one, typing will take in lots of time. So there is a function which is in data tab called text to column. How does it work? You simply select the data, click on text to columns. This type of dialog box opens up and let it be delimited and click OK. Here you have to select the separator. Which is the separator? Here the comma is the separator, so you click on comma. So you should see here the preview will be here like this. Okay, and you can also click on treat consecutive delimiters as one, and next keep it as general, destination leave it like this, and finish. There you are. Everything is sorted out in a second, right? So text to column function works like this. Hope you like so far the video. If you continue watching, go ahead. Our next topic is about flash fill. Okay, it's flash fill. How flash fill works? Let me delete this thing. Okay, because this has been a lot here now. How flash fill function works, we're gonna be looking at example. Those names, if you want to make separate, like surname and middle first name. Example, if I type Hasib and I want Hasib Khan separate, make sure you type the same thing at first, Rohit Sharma. Now you don't have to type this whole thing. What you need to do, you simply keep your cursor here down and click on flash fill. The data will be filled when you will vanish. So as you see, this is the work of flash fill. It helps to reduce your work. Flash fill is very amazing tool if you know how to use it. It works like this. Okay, now Next function we have is remove duplicates, and it's also an amazing function. Example, you select the data and you want to remove duplicates, simply click here. It says expand the selection or continue. If you want to remove only those from here, you can simply say from here. Okay, so 5 duplicate values were found and removed, 6 unique value remains. So this is one of the question which is asked in interview: how do you remove duplicates, or to how to get unique values only. So this is very amazing tool. Let's say Control Z. Now data validation. It is very amazing tool, and I'll be talking about only the basics since we are talking about basic. An example, if you want a list here of data validation, simply click here, go to data validation. Here you have options here. You choose any of those. Example, if I choose list and I have sources. Sources what? I have the data. Where is my data? I have this data. I want this list to be there. And if I simply click OK, you see all this list is here. I don't have to type now. Let me do Control Z. And if I do drag it like this, I have this data here. I don't have to type, right? So this helps reduce your data validation. Okay, so hope you understand. There are many other things you can do with data validation, like putting message, circling invalid data, a clear data validation circle when you click here. If you want to put message, you want to put any error alert, you can do those two functions also. If you want to remove, simply you can delete it from here. My delete button isn't working. Okay, or simply clear all. Okay, so now since I clicked on only one place, so it's removed from here. No more. You can drag it like this. Okay, and delete it. Okay, so far we have understood until here, until data tool. Now we're going to talk about consolidate. The next function we have is consolidate. So how consolidate function works: if you have a data like this and on two sheets and you want to consolidate in one place, so how does it work? You go to the another sheet, put your cursor on the first column and click on consolidate. When this type of dialog box opens up, you already have a consolidate data. I'm going to delete this, and for add you need to click on reference and click on the sheet where you have the data and select the data and add. Another, go to another sheet, select the data same way and add, and make sure you have labels in if there are, if you want to use them as a top row and left column, these functions if you want to use, otherwise only the data will be pasted, and simply click OK. See, here you have a data. Now I will type item and cost. You see item and cost, everything is here. Okay, so just to recheck if this consolidate function working, not no, in those two sheets we will get the data from. This is the one, right? 4298. I will paste here. It says reference because of formula, so I still can paste it as a value, right? But I have to copy one more time and I can paste it here like this. So you learn something new as well, that if you have to paste, you can paste like that. And now simply press alt equals and it should be same 754 7574, correct? So this consolidate function works like this. Okay, so we go to the next function in data tools, relationships. Actually this function doesn't have any much value, most people do not use them, so I don't recommend. Anyway, if you want to create, you have a create on new, edit. Since I have already created, it gives you relationship between two data, that's it. So let me delete it or close this one. Okay, now we go to next function here, which is what if. In what if function, there is scenario manager, there is goal seek, and data table. Data table and goal seek are the same thing, so we talk about scenario manager. How scenario manager works? Okay, example, you have a table like that. First you have to select only the data where you have data. Okay, let me explain one more. So example, if you want to buy a bed, sofa, table, TV set for your new place, and your budget is like this and this is your costing. So in this you want to check, you present this to someone that you'll have three options like mid range, low range and high range. if you go outside and find those three ranges. So how you can present in an Excel. Okay, so you need to select the data, click on what if scenario manager. This dialog box opens up. Already there are, so I'm gonna be deleting them. So you need to simply click on add. When you click on add, it says scenario name. So I say low budget or simply low, and I say okay. Here you have to put the values, means how much you were getting those things. Like for B2 stands for bad, so because this falls in the cell B2, so you have to put the cost, the lowest cost, how much you're getting. Example, I say 125, I was getting this, I was offered like this much amount, any random for now we're putting, and you can click OK. Next you need to put example mid range. I say I was given some mid range also, which is 500 something. Okay. And if I say I need also the high range, I was given an option of high range also, so which will be even in my budget still, but it's the quality of the product is very nice. This will not fall in high range, it should be about 896. Okay, and I click OK. So here when you're done with those, and you can simply click on summary. When you click on summary, the result cell will automatically be selected, and you can simply click on scenario summary, or you can make it as a pivot report, pivot table. So simply we click here, and here you are. So you have the data, this is your current value, this is the lowest budget you will be end up paying, and this is your mid range, and this is your maximum. So still your maximum, the high is under budget. So if you want those cells not to appear like this, you can simply go again at the same sheet where we were working and give the name here, and try one more time. Then give the name for your, in the name manager you give the name for the particular cell. A5 is TV example, A2 is bed, A3 sofa, A4 is table. Okay, A5 is TV, A2 is bed, and sofa. And let's go here, it should change. Basically it didn't change, so let me delete this and let me show you how does it work. First of all, I'm giving the names here first, and what am I doing? Not here. Here I have to type to give the name to the cell, table TV. Now I have to do the same thing again. Go here, scenario manager. Since they are already there, you simply click on summary. Automatically this will be selected. Click OK. The next seat you see table, chair, computer, TV, and this looks more presentable. Hope you understand this. Now we're going to talk about something else, which is next function is goal seek. Here's the goal seek function. Mostly it's not of much use of this, but simply to do the calculation, which you can do by calculator as well. But if you want to learn anyway, so we still talk about it. Assume you have a tables, and the rate is 30, quantity is 83, and that's your budget. Example, you do not know the quantity, okay, and you have a budget. Then you want to check that what would be the quantity of this particular rate. So we will talk about here in a second. Click here, goal seek. Of course, make sure you have the cell which has value. Always set cell should be there, the value whichever the amount you're going to have. Example, your budget is, let's say, 8,000. And why changing means, what you need to change, the quantity or the rate. The rate remains same, I want to change the quantity. So how many quantity I can get in 8,000 at the rate of 30. I hope you understand now. When you click OK, it will give you the value. So it says you spend 8,000, you get 260 quantity of table at the rate of 30. Now let's take the example of this one. Now here we will talk about the rate, not the quantity. So we simply go again here at goal seek and value. Example, again my budget is 8,000, and by changing cell, what I need, I want to change the price. So click OK. You see it gives the same thing, right? Now I hope you understand. Okay, so let's go to the next function which we have. The last one is group and ungroup sheet. How does it work? So here we are. When you click on group, you want to make group of anything, like you want to make group of these three. You simply click on group, row or column. So simply you have selected the whole row, so you click on row. There is the group created. Okay, so you can hide where clicking on minus and plus, it opens up. You can simply ungroup as well the same row. So those two functions, you hope you understand, group and ungroup. This is how it works. Example, if you want to do a subtotal, select the data, click on subtotal. When this dialog box opens up, so what you want here is subtotal of what? Names or the place. Example, branch, and I want total sum, and add to subtotal to total. Replace current subtotals and summary below. Click OK. Here you are. So from the data, which is the branch we have taken, like which particular branch, like Sharjah, how much is the total sale is doing, for Dubai how much total sale is doing, for Alain how much, and for Abu Dhabi, and it gives us a crown total also. This is the function subtotal. That's how it works. And if you want to minimize any of those, you can simply minimize, and eventually you get data only total. And if you want to share this to anyone, copy and send it. So this is how it works. And if you want only the grand total, which is here, you want to check like this. That is it, guys. Hope you like the video. If you have liked the video so far, I have watched, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. See you next time in the review tab. Okay, till then, take care. Bye bye.